Let's go on to the market movers and levels. We've got a curious market situation, obviously, with the run up to a possible interest rate rise, where good news is bad news and vice versa. What are we looking at here?
Well, all bad news in terms of pre-market movers. First of all, Corvo Inc., that's QRVO, $61.49, down 12.74% pre-market. Weak guidance from the mobile chipset maker last night. They saw slowing handset demand in China, and they said many of its customers, or some of its customers at least, had what they felt was excess inventory. Not good for them, because these firms are typically paid on throughput and royalties and licenses, and so if there's a backlog of supply, they don't get paid as much. And then Facebook, the latest of the New World Internet economy stocks to report again after the close last night, $94.75, down 2.24%. Why? Well, with all these stocks, it's all about the margins, the rates of growth, and though revenues grew in Q2, the rate of growth fell sharply compared to the prior growth levels, and also the management suggested that trend would continue in 2015, and that some costs within the business are rising. So yes, it's going well. It's growing significantly, and probably most other businesses, the rates of growth would be seen as fantastic. But they've set themselves a hard yardstick with their past performance, and much like the likes of Apple, and as we saw with Twitter, it's very hard to please the market when you've set such a decent benchmark in the past. Okay. And in terms of levels to watch today, better for choice in Europe, but nothing too exciting going on. In terms of the FTSE, 66.50 is our downside level, plays 67.11 on the upside. The DAX is probably the best of the bunch in the European indices at the moment, so 11,125 is the downside there, 11,300 to the upside. Sorry about the wide range, but again, it's just searching for directional cues, really, and trying to find a practical level. As we said, each of the markets took its own view on the Fed last night. As we said, equities rallied quite sharply in the States. So in the S&P now we're back to 2094 on the downside, plays 2115 on the upside. Again, a wide range, but we're looking for a final definitive directional cue. And in the Dow, we play 17,630 against 17,790. And there, euro dollar. The dollar strengthened and the euro weakened, so 109.44 on the downside now, plays 109.90 to the upside. As far as Aussie dollar, US dollar is concerned, there's a slight widening of the range today from yesterday, so 72.60 plays 73.20. Dollar yen, probably the one that had the biggest move, so we're back above 124 there. Yen weakness, dollar strength, decidedly will which way that plays, but 124.00 plays 124.48, and I would say the bias is very much to the upside today. And then in cable, 155.86 plays 156.50. I don't really know what to say there. Cable's held firm, probably people thinking that if anyone goes first, it could be the UK rather than the US, but again, I'm sceptical of that.